Hello, everyone. Today we're talking to Michael Kabat on how to properly implement a mobile strategy into your fitness club and increase your profits. Hi, Michael.
Hi, David.
So, Michael, before we start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in the fitness industry?
Okay, so to keep it short and simple, when I was 5, my parents and I migrated to the United States. There I lived for about 20 years, and when the financial crisis began, I moved back to Europe. While in Europe, I worked in KPMG in the tax department until I received a very interesting offer from a fitness chain called Holmes Place. There I had numerous roles, but all were focused around project management. So I was responsible for creating and rolling out a new sales and productivity reporting tool. I was responsible for rolling out new club management software, so a CMS for 6 countries. And finally, I was responsible for rolling out a new low-cost brand called Icon Fitness. After all this, I moved to eFitness, where my current role is focused also around project management.
And one of the projects you're responsible for is developing eFitness mobile application. And internally, we have a lot of discussions, how to, develop the app so our clients can reap the most benefits from it and actually increase their profits. But before we go into it, let's start from the beginning. Why should I have an app for my fitness business?
Okay, so first of all, we see that more and more fitness operators are using some form of a mobile application, which is very good news. There are many, many reasons for this, most of which are pretty obvious, and a simple Google search will tell you why. Basically, we live in a mobile era, and as a business, you need to adapt or die. If you are listening to this conversation, you already know that everyone has a mobile phone or a smart device. You know how apps can boost loyalty, how they can boost customer interaction and brand recognition. But let me be blunt, however, mobile apps are here to help your business basically make more money in the bottom line. So there are many mobile applications dedicated to the fitness industry that offer a vast array of different features, and it's very easy to get overwhelmed. This is why operators should first evaluate and define the goals the app should achieve before moving forward and selecting one.
Michael, many times when we discuss the development of eFitness mobile application, we use the term mobile first approach to your gym, which become a mindset. Could you explain what does that mean?
Yeah, it's all about basically answering the following question. How can a mobile app improve the experience of your members inside and outside of your club? I would ask our listeners to think how a mobile app can help their business function more efficiently. I like to use Uber as an example and how it affected the user experience in the taxi industry. So with Uber, the user no longer needs to call the dispatch, no longer needs to wait and for somebody to pick up the phone, doesn't need to know the location of where they currently are or where they want to be picked up. They don't have to worry about having cash or if the driver has a terminal. And most importantly, it's an edge case, but not everyone has to speak the local language. So it's basically super user friendly, and this really changed the taxi industry. All of the taxi companies now were forced to implement something a similar solution to this. So again, I would ask our listeners to think which processes in their business could be improved by implementing an app. Another example is we all know premium fitness clubs and in general, all premium businesses are very adamant about their customer experience. Employees are trained to acknowledge and greet every customer the moment they enter the business. During high peak hours, however, it's very common for these customers to queue in line to enter the club. And the reason for this is basically the reception needs to scan member cards and address any issues these members may have related to their account. For example, lack of payments, the member's request to freeze an installment, to unfreeze an installment, answer questions about service inside of the club, or any other questions the member may have. And I can tell you that premium customers really don't like to wait in line. And in fact, when I think about it, nobody likes to wait for anything anymore. So from my experience, most clubs that I know, and I'm here talking about premium, low-cost, mid-market boutiques, they already offer some kind of membership management through their website, yes? But what mobile users really use the website on their mobile phone to access the service. It's not really something that happens, in my opinion. Personally, from my experience, when I want to send an email, I don't log into Google. I use my Gmail app. Yes, when I want to make a bank transfer, I also don't go to my bank's website. I open up my bank app. I never log into services via websites on my phone, and neither do your customers, in my opinion.
I think that this one is very crucial. Like the perception of the mobile apps, change hugely. Basically, we just are used to it. It just so saves a lot of time. It's so easy just to open an app and do things through the app on your phone. And I think that many club operators, they know that it is important, but they are not quite sure how to, how this could fit into their strategy or how to profit from it. Probably the profit is the most important one. So they know that it's important, but they don't have the clear understanding how to profit from the mobile application. Michael, how to implement a mobile application into a fitness club the right way?
Okay, so let's assume that you already know what features or solutions you need from your mobile application. The next question you need to really ask yourself is, do these solutions need to involve your CMS or not? And again, CMS, club management software. If you are just looking to expand your offering with fitness classes, which are virtual, then integration and synergy between the app and the CMS is not really so critical. However, if you want to implement mobile class and booking solutions or account management features, again, such as freezing, unfreezing, paying for your membership, canceling your membership, anything that involves around the membership, then a deeper level of integration is definitely required. Okay, but let's move on. Let's say you selected the right mobile app for your business and you're ready to launch it. Technically, you're really not done yet. I like to use the analogy of plane travel or any type of travel. Basically, launching the plane is not really the final step in getting to your destination. You really need to know how to land it. And by landing, I mean you have to focus on customer satisfaction, especially when it comes to mobile apps. You want happy customers who will spread the news about this app to your other customers. So before going live, I would really suggest that you have a small group of hardcore customers who can test the app and give you their thoughts and experience. And this feedback is very, very beneficial in you making the right strategic decisions before moving forward with going live with the app. Now, let's say that you launch the app and your whole customer base uses the app. I would also be in touch with them on a constant basis through surveys or through newsletters, asking them what you could improve, what are their thoughts, look at the ratings of the app. You have to continuously monitor what your members think about the app or are saying, because otherwise they will be less engaged and they will stop using it. So basically, all the steps you're trying to take is to ensure that your business is mobile friendly.
Here we have a few examples from the market where clients implemented third-party applications, well, basically implement the application into their business, and it turns out that not very many people actually downloaded the app. And basically, from those who download the app, even lesser number of people actually use that app on the daily basis. So at the end, then you have to ask yourself, what's the point of paying additional monthly fee for a mobile application where most of your members are not using the app and not getting the value that they could get from it. So this is very crucial to be very strategic about it, how to properly implement the app. So most of the people actually, or all of the people, are using it and getting the value from the mobile application. So that's very crucial. Michael, what are the most important things to prepare your club for a mobile application?
That's a good question. So usually we suggest to focus on 4 items, and it's marketing, infrastructure, employee training, and new challenges, preparing for new challenges. So the most obvious of them all is marketing. So again, the questions I would ask is, how will you communicate that you are about to or just have released a new mobile app to your current and new members? Will it be through posters inside of the club with QR codes to the App Store? Would it be through your newsletter? Would it be through your employees promoting it? It's something that you need to answer. I mean, one thing is for sure, you want everyone to know that your app exists. Without it, there's no point to having this app, yes? The second point that I mentioned, infrastructure, it's also fairly simple. Depending on what in-app solutions you want to use inside of your club, you have to have the proper hardware inside of your club. An easy example is if you want to implement QR code readers, yes, then you will need QR code readers inside of your club, by the gates, by the studios, studio classrooms, etc. You also want your club to have high-speed free Wi-Fi access, yes? So your members are using the app inside of the club. Another question I would ask is, would you want to have a mobile charging station? So you have to think about the infrastructure of your club and how it will need to be adapted to you implementing a mobile application. The next one is employee training. Yes, employee training. So again, you have to train your employees on what the new application is, what features it offers, and you'll need to create some sort of processes involving these new features. So certain apps allow members to contact the club directly through the in-app messaging system. One great example I saw was members are able to report that a machine or a piece of equipment is broken through the app. And the app immediately sends this message to the club. It informs the correct department, and an action can be taken. Another feature that I saw that's available is the app is able to communicate with the club through its in-app ticket system, which is automatically pushed to the CMS. So imagine a member has a problem freezing their membership. They can, instead of calling the club again and waiting for somebody to pick up, create a ticket inside of the app. It's pushed to the club, and here some sort of process will be needed to be implemented in order to answer such tickets in a timely manner. So again, the question is, do you want to answer these tickets within an hour, 24 hours, 48 hours? I don't know, but it's a process that you will need to create. And the final, the least obvious one, are these new challenges. So this isn't an easy answer of what these new challenges are. Basically, everyone should be thinking about what new challenges your club could face by implementing a mobile app. So depending on the features of the app, you may want your members to carry their phone almost everywhere if they already aren't. I witnessed firsthand when a weight rolled over another member's phone. What process will you have in place to solve such conflicts? Would, if, for example, a wall-mounted phone holder solve such a problem? Again, there are many, many questions you can ask yourself, but you will need to create some sort of process around these new challenges that can be created.
The last one is very important and oftentimes overlooked. The challenges with the phones. So we are doing everything to make sure that our members, they download the app, and many times to use the phone and the app within the club. So we have most of your members, all of the members, with their phone on the gym floor, on the studio floor. And imagine if you have a yoga studio, and someone brings, everyone brings their phone with them, and someone forgets to mute the phone, and now you have, you ruin the whole experience for all the members. And if there's multiple people that forget about it, then it's quite challenging. So then you have to think, how to address that challenge. Yeah, what you can do about it. Yeah, for example, to have electronic locks outside of the studio, so people can securely store their phone, and then use the class without ruining the whole class experience. So this one is very, very important to think strategically how to address different challenges with mobile phones in the gym. So Michael, right up till now we discuss why is that important to have mobile application, how to think strategically about mobile application, the mobile first approach to the club, and how to properly implement mobile app into the club. How introducing a mobile application into fitness club can reduce operational costs?
Okay. So first of all, it could automate many different processes where interaction with a physical person is necessary. By this, I mean the check-in process to the club. By this, I mean membership management, class reservations, even new membership sales. So the question I always ask is, why would you not want to free your employees from these mundane, repetitive tasks and focus them on actions which could technically improve your customer experience, which is what we all want to improve. So an example is, if your business uses physical cards to enter the club, implementing QR codes can also save a hefty sum in terms of costs for the cards themselves. Yes, in the long run, it really amounts to a big amount of money. Another example I can give you is that certain types of clubs were able to remove lots of expensive hardware, licenses, and maintenance costs from their clubs. And here I'm speaking about removing self-service kiosks if they are available, and even certain computers which are present at the reception desk. Yes. So there are lots of ways that you can remove hardware from the club, and it does actually add up. So basically, I want you to think about all the different processes that you can automate, and what hardware you can potentially eliminate by implementing a mobile application.
That's really important. Michael, moving to the last one. There are different applications on the market. Which one should I choose, or what should I consider before choosing a mobile application for my gym, for my fitness studio or fitness club?
Yeah, it's true. There's many solutions out there to choose from. Again, an important question to ask yourself is, what challenges are you looking to solve with the mobile application, and what new features do you want to introduce into your club or your business? You should also basically know what your members are asking for. So once you have all these questions answered, you're basically focused on three types of app solutions. The first one is the custom built app. And here it's a solution that's generally for larger clients who want full control of the development and of the app itself. We all know that building an app from scratch takes lots of time and resources to build, but also to maintain. So it's something to keep in the back of your mind if you want to go down this route. If you also go down this route, you may also want to ensure that the CMS of your business has an open API, because building an app from scratch and not having this integration or this synergy is, I don't want to say pointless, but it's not so beneficial. Yes. The second type of mobile app that you can have are basically apps provided by third-party providers. And these are usually a one-size-fits-all model. They're usually packed with many features using a pay-per-feature model. So you really need to think about what features you need instead of what features nice to have. These types of apps don't necessarily need to be integrated with your CMS. For example, if you want to implement just virtual classes, but integrating definitely gives you an advantage for most other functionalities of such apps. I see third-party apps as a quick and easy solution, out-of-the-box solution, which can give a competitive advantage to many operators, both big and small. The third one is the application which is provided by your local club management software provider. And this is basically a universal solution. Again, it's for small and large businesses. The features it contains usually revolve around the functionalities provided by the CMS itself. But now, not only is it available to your employees, it's also available to your customers directly. These apps are usually fully customizable in terms of look and feel, and they also usually offer white label app services, so you can brand it to your business in any way you want. And typically, they're the most cost effective. So in the end, you need to do your own research, find out what's on the market, and choose the solution that fits your business's needs.
So basically, the two last options are the most common and depend of your business needs. It's either better to go with management software app provided by the management software, or going with the third-party application, but making sure that there is actually integration with the management software, so all the payments goes through it, etc. And members, they have a great app experience, and and while using the app. Michael, let's finish on that one. Thanks so much for taking the time. We discussed quite important topic, especially nowadays. If you, dear listeners, would like to discuss with us how to properly implement a mobile application at your club, you can always reach out to me or Michael. We are both on LinkedIn. It's quite easy to find us there. Of course, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to Spotify podcast. Till the next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Bye.